and we would like to give a huge shout out to Limp Bizkit with the song Crack Addict, and it is the official song for All Elite Wrestling Revolution. And speaking of Revolution, Revolution is live Sunday, March 15th at the Crypto Arena in sunny Los Angeles, California. We now shift our focus to the Continental Championship. And folks, this one is about unfinished business. The last time Jon Moxley and the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita met in the center of the ring at Grand Slam, they took each other to the absolute limit, only for the clock to run out. A time limit draw. Neither man was satisfied, and the score was never settled. But this Sunday at Revolution, the rulebook changes. For this championship clash, there is no time limit. Takeshita is coming to Los Angeles with one goal, to prove he can finally finish the job, break Jon Moxley, and become the new Continental Champion. But how do you prepare for a war of attrition against a champion like Moxley? But the sheer volatility of this Sunday's card does not stop there. If you were watching Dynamite this past Wednesday night, you witnessed the moment the numbers game was completely turned on its head. Just when the Dogs thought they had Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin cornered, the arena came unglued. Roderick Strong made a shocking return, drawing a line in the sand and standing shoulder to shoulder with Cassidy and Allin. And now, AEW management has decided there is only one way to settle this volatile rivalry. A Tornado Trios match. Can this newly formed, highly unorthodox trio of Strong, Cassidy, and Allin find a way to outsmart the Pac in the middle of a war zone? Or will the Dogs unleash their ruthless aggression and walk out of Los Angeles completely dominant? And what about this one? If you want to talk about genuine bad blood, look no further than the situation surrounding the AEW Women's World Championship. A few weeks ago, the Toxic Spider Thekla brutally battered Kris Statlander in a hard-hitting, vicious strap match to capture the gold. This Sunday, the AEW Women's World Championship is on the line in a grueling 2-out-of-3 falls match. In order to walk out as champion, you have to definitively pin or submit your opponent twice. It is the ultimate test of cardiovascular endurance and strategy. Can Thekla back up her venomous words and prove her strap match victory was no fluke? Or will Statlander squash the Toxic Spider and raise the AEW Women's World Championship high for a second time? When you have this much pride, and a guaranteed world title opportunity on the line, either of these men is going to stay down for a 3 count without an absolute war. They know exactly what is waiting for them on the horizon, and they are willing to put their bodies through hell to get one step closer to that championship. Will the sheer arrogance and ruthless precision of Andrade El Idolo make quick work of the masked Marvel? Or will Bandito steal the victory, secure his title shot, and send absolute shockwaves through Los Angeles? 2 incredible athletes. 1 guaranteed championship opportunity. It happens at Revolution. We have a massive championship rematch on our hands. The high-flying trio of Mystico Jet Speed had their momentum absolutely derailed when they lost the AEW World Trios Championships to the Don Callis family. Now, they are walking into Los Angeles with a golden opportunity. But let me tell you, that is a monumental task. The Don Callis family doesn't just know each other perfectly, they operate as a ruthless, well-oiled machine. They are incredibly dangerous together, and they will exploit any single mistake their opponents make. Can the trio of Mystico Jet Speed synchronize their offense, outpace the champions, and reclaim the trio's championships? Or will the Don Callis family run through the challengers like a freight train, proving exactly who is in charge of this division? But the violence on this card does not stop. This entire situation erupted when Brody King declared himself the most dangerous man in all Elite Wrestling. Well, Swerve Strickland took that claim as a personal insult. But Swerve showed exactly how gruesome he is truly willing to get. We all saw Swerve Strickland wrapping a steel chain around the neck of Brody King, choking the life out of him in a sick, calculated ambush. But this Sunday at Revolution, there are no more mind games, and there is nowhere to hide. It is a strict one-on-one, face-to-face collision to determine, once and for all, exactly who the most dangerous man in this company is. When you lock 2 men with this much bad blood in the same ring, who knows what kind of carnage we are going to witness. We have seen weeks of incredibly personal, volatile bad blood boiling over between these 2 intense athletes, and it finally comes to a head. Timeless Toni Storm meeting Marina Shafir in the middle of the ring. But let's look at the stipulation here. The AEW management has stepped in and made a massive ruling. Everyone is banned from ringside. There is no backup. There are no distractions. Toni Storm is stepping into the Crypto.com arena completely isolated, forced to go one-on-one with a cold, calculating submission specialist. Can a timeless Toni Storm dig deep, survive the onslaught, and finally put away the problem? Or will she be completely manhandled by Marina Shafir, violently reshaping the entire women's division to Shafir's liking? But we are looking at a highly combustible situation surrounding the AEW Women's World Tag Team titles. The Babes of Wrath are putting their gold on the line against the #1 contenders, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. This match is about much more than just championship hardware. It is about severe retaliation. Bayne and Cross have completely bypassed the rulebook, launching a series of brutal, unprovoked blindside attacks on the champions. Well, the Babes of Wrath have had enough. Put an end to those sneak attacks once and for all. Can the towering power of Megan Bayne and the ferocity of Lena Cross keep the pressure on and successfully steal the gold? Or will the Babes of Wrath unleash their fury, silence the challengers, and walk out still your tag team champions? We have to take a breath and shift gears. The AEW World Tag Team Championships are on the line, but the gold is the last thing on the minds of Matt and Nick Jackson. The Young Bucks carrying a level of devastation and pure hatred that we have never seen from them before. If you saw the footage, you know exactly why. The champions, Dax and Cash, FTR, crossed a line in an unforgivable, sickening display of violence. FTR isolated Matt and Nick's older brother, Malachi Jackson. Dax and Cash delivered a sickening spike piledriver. Malachi was rushed out for emergency medical attention. The Bucks were left devastated, while FTR stood there with absolutely no remorse. It is going to be incredibly ugly. And it happens this Sunday. And finally, the main event of the evening. The AEW World Heavyweight Championship is on the line in a match designed for destruction, a Texas Death Match. The champion, MJF, defending against Hangman Adam Page. If Hangman Adam Page loses this Texas Death Match, he will never be allowed to challenge for the World Championship again. This is his absolute last shot. MJF is ruthless, and he is going to pull out every sadistic stop to end the Hangman's championship dreams permanently. MJF wants to leave Revolution not just with the belt, but with Page's career broken at his feet. Can Hangman Adam Page dig deep, survive the absolute brutality, and pull off one last career-defining victory? Or will he be forced to watch MJF walk out of Los Angeles, still your world champion? Find out exactly what happens by ordering AEW Revolution, live this Sunday, March 15th, only on pay-per-view. Call your cable or satellite provider right now.